What if I told you that the United States is creating a new generation of aircraft so advanced they look as if they were designed by extraterrestrial intelligence? This is not an exaggeration. Donald Trump is pushing projects so devastating that, with a single button, they could decide the fate of humanity. We are talking about bombers that appear and vanish like ghosts, fighters that no longer fly alone but are escorted by swarms of autonomous drones, and futuristic aircraft so intelligent they can decide by themselves when and how to attack. Today on TechZNX, you will discover the 7 new aircraft with which the United States seeks to dominate the skies. So get ready, because what you are about to see is far more shocking than you can imagine. Let's begin. Number 7. YFQ-44 Fury. We open this ranking with a machine that looks like it came straight from the future. The YFQ-44 Fury, the autonomous combat drone that the United States is preparing as its new card of aerial supremacy. Forget everything you know about classic drones like the Predator or the Reaper. The Fury is not a passive observer or a simple missile launcher. It is an autonomous warrior designed to enter the front line and change the course of battle by itself. What makes it truly terrifying is its advanced artificial intelligence. The Fury does not need constant orders or pilots hidden thousands of miles away. It can take off, fly in formation with fighters like the F-22 Raptor or the F-35 Lightning II, analyze the battlefield in real time, and decide the best way to attack or defend. If it detects a threat, it can engage without waiting for authorization. In simple words, it thinks, reacts, and fights on its own. Its stealth design allows it to penetrate air defenses without being detected. It can carry air-to-air missiles to shoot down enemy fighters, precision bombs to destroy ground targets, and even electronic systems capable of blinding radars or hacking communications. And the most disturbing part, it can be deployed in swarms, dozens of Furies flying together, saturating the sky with attacks that cannot be stopped. Imagine this. One Fury dives straight against an enemy air defense system, drawing all attention and fire. Meanwhile, other Furies and their fighter escorts exploit the distraction to break through and annihilate the base. A calculated sacrifice, not by a human pilot, but by a machine designed to die in place of a soldier. And since its cost is much lower than that of a manned fighter, the United States could mass-produce them. That is the real terror. Not one drone, but an entire army of autonomous hunters deployable from any base or carrier on the planet. The YFQ-40-4 Fury is the warning of what is coming. A sky where humans are no longer the protagonists but the strategists behind machines that hunt, decide, and kill on their own. Number 6. MQ-25 Stingray. In the 6th place, we have an unmanned aircraft that, even though it does not fire missiles or drop bombs, can decide the course of any modern war, the MQ-25 Stingray. This is not a simple drone. It is the first autonomous refueling aircraft in history, capable of taking off and landing on an aircraft carrier, a technological leap that gives the U.S. Navy something no other nation has: the ability to extend the reach of its fighters to distances never seen before. Picture this: an F-35 taking off from a carrier in the middle of the ocean. Before, it could only strike within a limited radius. But with the Stingray in action, that same fighter can penetrate thousands of kilometers inland, strike deep into the enemy's heart, and return safely. In plain terms, the MQ-25 turns every aircraft carrier into a global predator. And the most unsettling part is that it does not need pilots. It operates remotely, coordinated by artificial intelligence, connected to the Navy's combat network. In the future, armed versions of the Stingray could not only refuel, but also launch missiles, hack enemy defenses, or serve as autonomous escorts. That is why many call it the Navy's silent weapon. It does not appear in headlines like a nuclear bomber or a futuristic fighter. But without it, U.S. air supremacy would be limited. With it, America can literally strike any point on the planet from the sea. Number 5. F-35 Lightning II. The Lightning II is not just a 5th-generation fighter. It is the actual brain of modern aerial warfare. Its angular design and special coating make it practically invisible to radar, allowing it to penetrate enemy defenses, strike, and vanish like a ghost. But what truly sets it apart is its intelligence. The F-35 collects information from the entire battlefield with advanced sensors and presents it to the pilot as a total map of war. Every enemy, every ally, every threat appears in its visor in real time. And the most impressive part, it shares that information with other fighters, ships, drones, and ground troops. It is not a lone aircraft. It is an entire war network controlled from the sky. When it comes to firepower, it combines surgical precision with brutal versatility. It can carry laser-guided bombs, long-range air-to-air missiles, and even tactical nuclear weapons. In stealth mode, it hides its arsenal inside its fuselage, and in open mode, it can carry up to 8 tons of weapons. There are already hundreds of Lightning IIs deployed in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, and each one of them is a warning. Wherever an F-35 flies, the enemy has already lost control of the skies, and it is not a static aircraft. Every year it receives software upgrades, artificial intelligence improvements, and new weapons. It is a machine that never stops evolving, a beast that learns and improves relentlessly. The F-35 Lightning II is not just a fighter. It is the machine that decides the battle before it even begins. Number 4. B-21 Raider. The most anticipated bomber of the 21st century is now a reality. The B-21 Raider is the new jewel of the U.S. Air Force, designed not only to replace the legendary B-2 Spirit, but also to bring aerial warfare to a level that recently seemed impossible. Its black silhouette, with smooth lines and no angles, looks straight out of science fiction. But what is truly impressive is not its shape, but what it hides inside. The Raider can carry nuclear weapons, hypersonic missiles, and the most advanced smart bombs, all under a fuselage of near-perfect invisibility. No radar on the planet can precisely track this ghost in the sky. Unlike strategic bombers of the past, this monster does not require huge crews or high-risk missions. It is ready to operate with advanced artificial intelligence, receive orders mid-flight, change its route in seconds, and coordinate with swarms of autonomous drones. In other words, the Raider does not just fly, it commands the war from above. Its autonomy is chilling. It can take off from U.S. territory, cross entire continents, and deliver a devastating strike anywhere on the planet without refueling. And even worse, it can do it without anyone detecting it until the very moment its bomb bay doors open. The B-21 Raider is not only a nuclear deterrent, it is a complete war system prepared for the battlefield of the future. Its ability to integrate directed energy weapons, long-range missiles, and still classified technologies makes it the most complete strike machine ever built. And its mere existence sends a terrifying message. As long as this black ghost patrols the skies, no nation can sleep peacefully. Number 3. MQ-28 Ghost Bat. They call it the Ghost Bat, and not by accident. Initially developed in Australia and adopted by the United States, this autonomous combat drone represents the final leap into artificial intelligence warfare. It can fly alongside manned fighters like the F-35 or the F-22, escorting them like a loyal wingman. But the disturbing part is that it does not need human orders to react. It analyzes, decides, and acts by itself in the middle of combat. The Ghost Bat can carry air-to-air missiles, precision bombs, and even electronic warfare sensors. If the enemy attacks, this drone can take the front line, sacrifice itself to shield the human pilot, and strike back instantly. It is, in essence, a warrior designed to fight, and, if necessary, to die in place of a human. Its stealth design makes it almost impossible to track, and its low cost compared to a manned fighter allows it to be deployed in swarms, saturating defenses with dozens of Ghost Bats attacking at once. For enemy radar, this is hell. It cannot tell which one is the real threat until it is too late. For the first time, the United States has an aircraft capable of deciding by itself when to shoot, how to attack, and how to complete a mission. The MQ-28 Ghost Bat is not the future. It is the present, and it changes the rules forever. Number 2. SR-72 Son of Blackbird. They call it the son of the blackbird, and the name says it all. The SR-72 is designed to surpass everything aviation has achieved so far. This hypersonic beast could reach speeds beyond Mach 6, more than 7,500 kilometers per hour. To put it simply, it could take off from the United States, cross the Atlantic, and fly over Europe in less than 1 hour. At that speed, any air defense is useless. By the time it sees the aircraft, it is already gone. Its primary mission is reconnaissance. But do not be fooled. The SR-72 can also carry hypersonic missiles to destroy strategic targets with unstoppable precision. It is not just an observer, it is also an executioner. Its power comes from combined cycle engines, able to work like regular turbines at low speed and transform into scramjets at hypersonic flight. In plain words, a plane that turns into a rocket midair. The philosophy is simple. If nothing can catch it, nothing can stop it. The SR-72 is not only an air, it is a warning to the world. Number 1. Next-generation air dominance. At the top stands a project so secret and futuristic that many believe it should not even exist. But it is already being tested. The NGAD is the 6th-generation fighter with which the United States intends to dominate the skies for decades. This is not just an aircraft. It is an entire system of aerial supremacy. The NGAD does not fly alone. It is accompanied by swarms of autonomous drones acting as escorts, scouts, or even kamikaze weapons. A human pilot does not command a fighter. He commands an entire fleet. Its design virtually erases the concept of radar. Billions are invested in detection systems, but the NGAD can fly as if it were invisible, penetrate any defense, and execute its mission without leaving a trace. Its arsenal is even more disturbing. Conventional and nuclear missiles, hypersonic weapons, and even directed energy lasers capable of shooting down missiles with pure beams of light. The NGAD is engineered to reach hypersonic speeds, integrate artificial intelligence, and make split-second decisions no human could ever match. And the scariest part? Most of its capabilities remain classified. Nobody outside the Pentagon knows how far its power really goes. But the little that is known is chilling enough. An invisible aircraft, escorted by drones, armed with unstoppable weapons, designed to rule the entire sky. The NGAD is not just a fighter, it is the ultimate weapon of air supremacy, America's ace to ensure that in any future war, the sky belongs only to them. And there you have it. The 7 new aircraft with which the United States seeks to dominate the world. From autonomous hunters that think and kill on their own, to invisible bombers and unstoppable hypersonic fighters, this arsenal proves that the future skies already have an owner. Now the question is for you. Do you think these aircraft will forever change the way wars are fought? Or are they just an intimidation card to keep the rest of the planet under control? Leave your answer in the comments. We want to know your opinion. And do not forget to subscribe to TechZNX, because what is coming will leave you even more shocked.